ago, somewhere in ancient Greece, that's where we're going today. A long, long time ago, we're going to a little village at the foothills of a large mountain. And there's a young boy who, from the time he was a little boy, he loved to make up stories, maybe lie. And his father, and it was typical of a Greek father, he'd take the little boy and box his ears and he'd say, deepest after, why did you make up that lie? Oh, Dad, I was just kidding. You were just kidding. Well, it's not good to lie and don't make up stories. Well, this continued for a while. And the little boy still didn't get the message that he was not to make up stories or lie. And when he got to be a teenager, it got a little more serious because he started making up stories about the girls in the village. And his father overheard him talking to the boys, Aphrodite over there, The father went over to him and grabbed the young man and he said, listen to me, this has got to stop. Oh, Dad, I was just kidding. I wasn't. The father said, you come with me right now, young man. It happened to be a very windy day. So the father and the boy trudged up the mountainside, all the way up to a clearing overlooking the valley below. There were streams of water and the wind was blowing. The boy noticed that his father was carrying something over his shoulder. When they arrived at the clearing, the boy looked around and he said, oh, this is such a beautiful day. I love it up here. It's so nice. Okay, now, what are we doing now? His father said, now comes the hard part, son. His father took the sack off his shoulder, opened up the drawstring, and in there were feathers, and he scattered the feathers to the wind. And the boy watched the feathers floating up and down and around, and he spun around, and he loved the way those feathers looked spinning around. The boy said, Baba, that was really fun. Father, that was so much fun. Ah, the father said, now comes the hard part. What do you mean, Father? What do you mean? Father picked up the pillowcase, opened it up wide, and he said, now, young man, you go and you collect every feather and bring it back and put it back in this pillowcase. The boy looked up at his father in disbelief. Father, that's impossible. It can't be done. His father looked down at the boy and he said, son, you are so right. Those feathers are like the words that come out of your mouth. Because once you tell them and they come out of your mouth, there's no calling them back. So from now on, watch the words that come out of your mouth. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the way I heard the story, the Greeks would end it that way. So the people in the story I just told you are there a long, long time ago. And we are here and we're better off than they are. I wonder, as I think about in this day and age with people